The history of salt began with the emergence of mankind. Man naturally took in salt while eating fruit and fish from the sea. However, in recent days, salt has been seen as an enemy to our health. Bamboo salt has hit the market as an alternative. But what is the difference between regular salt and bamboo salt? A healthy body contains 0.9% sodium. This sodium aids secretion of digestive fluids and eliminates mineral matter from walls of blood vessels. Salt plays a major role in our lives, but the world is currently battling a war against salt. France is aiming to decrease the overall salt consumption by 20%, decreasing it by 4% every year. Even the U.S. has adjusted the recommended salt intake by half. The world indeed is now taking notice of the many dangers of salt. As these conditions show, an excessive consumption of refined salt poses a serious threat to our health. Natrium, the chief element of refined salt, expands the blood vessels through excessive absorption of water, which causes geriatric-related diseases such as high blood pressure, sclerosis of the arteries, and stroke. An experiment was conducted among 5 groups depending on the amount of salt consumption. The group with the highest amount of salt intake was twice as likely to develop gastric cancer. The greater the intake of salt, the higher the chances of developing gastric cancer. Then should we just stop eating salt altogether? No. A shortage of sodium within the body will cause a breakdown of the osmotic pressure balance, which leads to loss of appetite, fatigue, convulsions, and vomiting. For these reasons, we must consume salt. But if so, is there a healthy way to do it? For an alternative plan, we visited the home of Mr. Yang Chun-ho.
어머니 지금 뿌리신 게 소금인가요?
아니요, 소금이 아니고요. 죽염이거든요. 저희는 애들 아빠 때문에요. 전부 음식에다가는 일반 소금을 사용을 하지 않고 죽염을 사용을 합니다.
8 years ago, Mr. Yang had to go to the emergency room because of chronic gastritis caused by a salty diet. Since the incident, his table has been free of refined salt. And ever since then, he has replaced refined salt with bamboo salt, and his condition has improved.
지금 한 8년 됐는데, 지금은 물론 그게 이제 꼭 죽염이라고 단정할 수는 없지만은, 우연히 일인지 몰라도 오랜 동안 죽염을 복용하면서 지금은 아무런 불편을 못 느끼고 있어요. 기다리고 있을 텐데.
So then, is a diet using bamboo salt instead of regular salt more beneficial for treating chronic diseases such as gastritis? In order to obtain exact proof, 4 groups of mice were fed refined salt, sun-dried salt, bamboo salt, and water, and then examined. After some time, the mice that fed on refined salt had severe cell damage around the main veins, and the mice that fed on bamboo salt had no cell damage whatsoever. Also, bamboo salt was steadily fed to mice after artificially damaging their gastric mucous membrane with alcohol and salicylic acid. As a result, the normal recovery of the damaged gastric mucous membrane can be seen. As seen in the experiment, refined salt can be poisonous, whereas bamboo salt can be beneficial. But what is the reason? Although sun-dried salt is high in minerals and the life energy, the minerals are lost during the refining process, and only the harmful salt material is left. But what about bamboo salt? An analysis was requested at the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. Unlike refined salt with 99.8% sodium chloride, bamboo salt is abundant in nutrients and minerals and doesn't contain the impurities found in refined salt. Also, minerals such as magnesium and calcium that are not found in refined salt are present in bamboo salt, which is beneficial for the kidneys. It prevents accumulation inside the body and helps the excretion of salty substances. The reason bamboo salt holds different benefits from refined salt is because of the different manufacturing process and ingredients. A bamboo forest, and the sound of crisp leaves in the cool, clear breeze is very refreshing. Hyosan, a Buddhist priest, is Korea's intangible cultural asset number 23 and a manufacturer of bamboo salt. Kim Mi-so, born and raised in Canada, visits Kuchang, northern Cholla province, to learn the manufacturing procedure of bamboo salt.
안녕하세요. 스님, 주겸이란 무엇인가요?
주겸은
네.
오늘 바닷가에 나는 재래식 방법에 의해서 만든 소금을 3년 이상 먹은 대나무에다가 타져 넣어가지고 8번을 굽고 9번 익히는 노련이에서 만든 거예요. 그 주겸의 작용은 요새 이제 새로 것이 개발해갔지만 옛날 것으로 봐서는 우리 인체 내에 있는 모든 찌꺼기
네.
그것들을 싹 씻어내는 작용을 한다고 생각하시면 돼요.
The bamboo used for bamboo salt is 3 to 5 years old. The bamboo oils inside the stalks help reduce high blood pressure and high temperatures. Bamboo oil and sap are absorbed by the sun-dried salt in the baking process using bamboo trees. This creates the beneficial substances of bamboo salt.